What's going on, fam? Back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. For this video, it's going to be a serious one because, to be honest, we have some good news and some bad news. First of all, when it comes to the bad news, we actually had our first daily close below that third parabolic trend line I was showing you guys. So it has been invalidated, and more than likely, the probabilities are that we are going to break down from these prices if we break down below support level. So definitely the next key support level to hold is around the 106.3k region. Nonetheless, the good news around it though is, surprisingly, Ethereum has actually broken out to the upside. As you guys can see, we've actually broken above the range at the 2.73k region. And to be honest, as long as we hold these prices and have continuation and a retest of that 2700 key region, I would not be surprised if Ethereum heads to the major next level key resistance, which is the 3k area. So when it comes to that, Bitcoin is seeing some weakness, but Ethereum is looking really strong, and even as well as the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. As you guys can see, we're zooming ahead, and the next resistance for that is definitely that 0.027k region. So without further ado, I'm Dope Oxide. I make content on YouTube, X, and CoinMarketCap, so be sure to follow those pages, and let's get right into it. So first of all, for Bitcoin, we had quite a bit of liquidations. Ethereum is actually steam ahead with the liquidations because obviously because of that short squeeze, and we're sitting at $270 million in liquidations. For the heat map, it's looking quite neutral right now. If I go to the 3-day, yeah, it's actually, never mind, it's not very neutral. It's actually a lot of shorts getting built up here. So who knows, let's see where it goes, but nonetheless, it's actually looking like we're having a lot of liquidations above us. It's probably like $300 to $400 million or so just by looking at these wars. For long-short ratio, it has seen an uptick. And looking at the Bitcoin chart, I've told you guys about this chart already when it comes to the third wave parabolic move. It's currently been invalidated, but I did tell you the scenario a few days ago where we could see a fake out to the downside, having a nice V-sharp reversal. So when it comes to that, I definitely do not want to see a weekly close below it because that just means bad news for Bitcoin, and more than likely it needs a longer time to consolidate. But let's see where it goes because it's definitely interesting times, because looking at the Ethereum chart, look, it's actually looking amazing right now. We had that triple touch right there, so 1, 2, 3, and we've broken out on the third touch. I did tell you guys, look, we're more than likely going to break out on the fourth touch. And actually, excuse my mistake, it's actually the fourth touch we broke out on because we actually wicked above here. So yeah, we actually broke out on the fourth touch, and I did tell you guys there was a very likely chance that we would break on the fourth go, which we have. And what's next is definitely probably most likely a retest and then a resumption in price. And ideally that happens because it's looking like Bitcoin may just weigh us down. But even if Bitcoin weighs us down and has a little correction from here, it's looking like as long as Ethereum holds, that Ethereum to Bitcoin chart ratio is definitely going to head to that major resistance area. And let's see where the ETH to USD chart is at. But when it comes to a recap of Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin, we're still waiting for that weekly close below this major uptrend because it's quite important to hold it because it has been sustained since our macro low, which was back in April. And when it comes to Ethereum, it's looking very bullish. There's no reason to be bearish because as it stands right now, we just had a massive range break, and all we're waiting for is a nice retest and resumption, which will obviously be good for our alt bags because as long as Ethereum really goes ahead and gains more traction, more than likely our base native coins will also do well. And something to note as well, the stock market futures has actually made a new high. So let's say tonight when the stock market's actually open, but when it comes to that, futures are looking very strong. We're sitting at the 6k region, and if that holds, more than likely that actually will print a higher high. And I've told you guys already, if we print that higher high, more than likely the stock market will head to a parabolic resumption, and more than likely the bull market is still intact for stock market, which just means assets are risk on, which will help out Bitcoin and altcoins. When it comes to tweets, I've told you guys about this chart already. Income Sharks likes to use the on-balance volume, and that basically shows you guys the amount of net flows of buy volume to sell volume. And as you guys can see, we had a nice super trend bounce buy signal on Ethereum, and the on-balance volume has been trending up nicely. So as you guys can see, this chart's a bit old, but we're currently sitting around here, and the on-balance volume would most likely be up. So it's looking quite bullish. All we have to do is wait and see for that retest, and more than likely this super trend will keep going up with the Ethereum price. Looking very bullish for Ethereum and quite exciting times. But let's just hope Bitcoin doesn't correct too much because it might just ruin Ethereum's break to the upside. another toy by Income Shark. So this is another on balance volume chart. And as you guys can see, generally every time when the on balance volume breaks out, we can expect an uptick in price. And I did show you guys yesterday the on balance volume actually had a green print on this consolidation pattern. And today we're just broken out. So ideally what we see now is continuation of this on balance volume indicator, as well as the retest of the range, and more than likely we can expect 3K sooner than you think, maybe even in the next month. So quite exciting times. I'm really excited because Ethereum is finally starting to wake up, and that Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is really looking like it's reversing. Like if I go to the monthly chart and clean this up, yeah, if I go to the monthly chart, it's looking quite bullish because, look, it's probably going to show an engulfing candle right now. So, yeah, so bullish engulfing candle on the monthly. Let's see if we can get that 0.027 key region in, in about 2 days or so. And that would just show major bullish signal for Ethereum that it is in for a reversal. And more than likely, this inverse parabolic move is confirmed, and more than likely these parabolic moves always end up to where they started, so we can expect at the very least to hit that 0.04 key region, if not higher. And that's all to the video, guys. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe, ring the bell, it definitely helps the channel, and I appreciate you guys watching the videos. When it comes to my X page, do expect a base native coin video today, so be sure to give it a like and retweet when it comes out today, and be sure to follow and ring the bell also on my X page, because I make consistent X base native video content as well as base native short form content pieces. So that's all to the video, guys. Have a good one. Peace.